Coach Dino, and feeling a little under the weather, so I thought I'd put up a video of I was training while sick. And kind of my philosophy is that as long as it's not an upper respiratory tract infection, so in the lungs, in the throat, staying kind of in the sinuses and nose, then I keep training. So it's supposed to be deadlifts, high volume, 3 sets of 12. I was going to do some banded stuff, but everything felt really heavy. Probably because I didn't sleep too well. So one set of these, 405 with assist. Camera died, but just one set. And then I changed just to regular. Thought I'd do sets of 6 instead of 12, and I think I got 4. Everything felt heavy. My hamstrings felt tight. Just felt everything in the wrong spots, and little things were pissing me off, making me upset. My hands were hurting. My headphones kept falling off. So, it's just one of those days where you're not 100%, but I wouldn't say I pushed through it. I just kind of accommodated it, and I let the weight dictate the reps. So like I said, I let the weight dictate the reps. I decided to go sumo. I can pull better sumo for multiple reps. So again, still felt a little heavier than normal. Funny thing is, I did this last week for 6 reps, I think 4 sets. This week I was only getting 4 reps, so definitely feeling it. My hands were hurting, upper back kept giving in, just kept getting upset. But again, I let the weight dictate the reps, so it felt heavy, so I did what I could with that weight. Threw my belt on, thought that might help. I don't really wear my belt for deadlifts, so wanted to see what it would do. And first one felt okay. Second one, not too bad, but the hamstrings kind of felt a little tight. And I think I was getting mad at my headphones, so I decided to take them off. But yeah, we don't all have good workouts. They're not always good. Sometimes you have a bad one, and this is definitely one of those ones that didn't feel right. So I decided to play around instead. My upper back was giving me grief. It's been giving me a little grief lately, so I wanted to have a little bit of pressure kind of on the back of my head, forcing me to keep my traps and lats kind of tighter. And I did a couple singles of this. It felt really good, and actually it made my technique hold up a little better. And I think I'm going to add this in every now and again. And then I think I did drop the weight down and do a couple sets of multiple reps here just for comfort, just to feel like my volume's still there a little bit. Body fat is a little lower than normal at this stage in the prep, so I'm 12 weeks out from my first show, and 16 I think from the one that really matters, the INDF. So then I do some lat pulldowns, palms up, so supinated, kind of like to mimic a chin up. Again, I want to have variability within my muscle group, so I do a lat pull down on another day, but it's wide grip prone lat pull down, and this is a more narrow supinated grip, and I think I do 3 sets of about 12 repetitions here, focusing on point from my back, not my arms. So round 2, same deal. Trying to keep that head neutral, spine neutral as well. I'm not sticking my chest way up in the air and arching my lower back. Again, I'm trying to mimic a chin up or a pull up. I'm not yanking on it, not really rocking back. Trying to keep my butt on the chair as much as I can. And yeah, when it's 12 reps, I'm really going for that pump. So I want to feel lots of blood in my muscles, get that nice tight feeling. It's more about metabolic stress than mechanical stress, so causing muscle damage through change in pH and feeling that pump. So I didn't show my Romanian deadlifts here. My hands were hurting too much from doing deadlifts and then lat pull-downs, so I decided to do a good morning. So I'm just going to show you one set of the superset I did, which was some 45 degrees good morning, so I don't go any lower than that. So I did, and I don't know why I have my belt on here. I think it was just to have a cue to keep my abdominals tight. Usually I wouldn't wear a belt on this exercise, but again, off my game today, so just kind of doing what feels good. Jumped over and did some dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. Yeah, so some Romanian deadlifts, nice and quick, trying to get a pump mostly in my hamstrings and glutes. Don't forget to breathe because you get dizzy if you're not breathing here. So. So that was it. I did 3 of those. And then my favorite back exercise here is the narrow seated row. I use these handles because I like to pronate and then kind of supinate as I row. Just I like the feeling of it. Again, throwing variety in. Sometimes I'll do a wide grip, sometimes I'll do a close grip. The accessories, I'm not really consistent. It's more consistent with my core lifts, and then I switch it up with the assistance lifts. So again, like I said, we're 12 weeks, 13 weeks, and 16 weeks, I believe, from 3 shows that I'm doing for sure. I'm quite lean compared to where I'm normally at, so feel good about that. Got 2 more weeks in this program, and then I'll do a 1-week taper just to give myself a recovery at 10 weeks out. And then I'm going to do 2 weeks of overreaching, another taper, and then from 6 weeks to 2 weeks out, kind of build up volume and intensity, and hopefully dial it in. So that's it.